Hello everyone. So I planned on doing this video a lot sooner, but we actually had a request earlier thanks to the tournament coming up this weekend. But let me get to the point in saying, so some of you, it's in the title of the video, right? How do you do the perfect? So there are obviously three versions, right? You just do regular flash knuckle, whether it's light, medium, or heavy, as you can see. And you can see you're like -4 or something. But if you do like the perfect, I mean, not my bad, I'm messing it up. That's not a perfect. You will hear Luke either scream perfect if you're in the English, or you'll hear him say, "Ya." There you go, right? You'll hear the noise. So the way you want to do it to confirm how the flash knuckle works, there's three methods, right? There's the actual timing method. It's similar if you guys seen my Guile video. There's a timing method where like, oh, you go 1, 2, 3, you count it. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's hard. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's like a 1, 2 time method. That's one reason to do it. You may or may not be able to do it. Now, the second method I like to do is what I like to call the visual look. So I can't put it in slow motion, but feel free to put it. When you see Luke do his fist, it's right when it shines. Let's see if I can move out the way. Actually, you maybe get rid of all of these. You see that shine? Or you can even go by the indicator, right? But the main thing is, personally, the one I go with the most is looking when I see the flash, right? When you see the flash, you let go. Another way for visual indicators, you look at the glowing redness. There's a certain look. It's a lot easier in Street Fighter 5 than it is in here for some reason. Like, it'll get bright red. So when it's like not red, I don't know, it's easier with the other one. You want to get it when it's not light red. You want to get it right as it gets dark, and it happens right before the flash. So it's either one of two techniques: wait for the red right when it gets bright red, or the flash. But I feel that, like I said, the red one doesn't work that well here. More in Street Fighter 5. Also the way the angle, see how it covers him. Another one is that was you saw me insinuating earlier was with the little weird noise. It goes do. Once you hear it, let go. And there you go. Obviously, it comes to timing. You'll get better once it comes to timing. And as you guys can see, the timing is up there for the exact frames. You see quarter circle, down, back. And frame 2, and it's like 27 frames. You want to know the exact one. It could be, it's either, let's see, 2. So it seems anywhere. So it seems there's a gap. So it goes, I see 26, 25, and 27. Probably 28 frames. So that means you have like probably a 5-frame window to land this. And what that means is 5/60th of a second. I'm thinking that seems pretty generous, but if I'm being honest, I think it's probably 3 frames. Because it is a bit weird to get it. So you also have these things up on the side so you can see the timing. So then you can see when you're whether you're doing the look method or the sound method, you could look exactly to see, oh, I'm doing it too early, too fast. I mean, obviously, if you're doing the too early version, you'll see him do just that. If you do the super late version, he won't say perfect. Like I said, in the English version, he'll say perfect. Like, I'm holding it all the way. And you're probably, some of you are wondering, why would I? It's better if you try to do the long version, because that means even if you mess up, you still get the +4, as you see. Doesn't make that big of a difference. But if you do the flash version, it just comes out faster. That's all the only difference between the perfect and the held version. The held version will just take longer to come out, whereas the perfect version comes out pretty much near instantly, right? And more important, it does matter for combos. I would say when you're doing combos, like the bread and butter one where he goes like that, right? So you can't, I don't know if you guys, you can't follow up with a standing or jumping medium into flash. Like that combo will not work unless you did a perfect. So yeah, like for neutral, feel free to hold it all the way if you're not comfortable. Try to get the timing down so you use it. Oh, say right. So it's like 20 frames, right? So it's like, yeah, so it's basically once you are at 19 frames or 20 after that, or 60th of a second, you can look and see how close you are. So I think the earliest you could be is 20 frames, and the latest probably what it seemed like 26. That's fairly generous if that's what it seems like, though it might be different from flash knuckle to flash knuckle. But yeah, that's it. Just, I know probably a bit long-winded, it's like 4 minutes, but just visually look when you see it glow. Like when you're starting to slowly see it glow, you want to wait for the flash. There's a flash. Like you see the glow. When you start to see the glow, that means like in like, well, say not actual seconds, but like in a couple seconds, you'll see the flash. It'll look bright red, and wait for the flash. And of course the sound too. Though the sound one, if you're trying to react with the sound, I mean, I have really good reactions, so maybe for me that might be better. Because you do actually do better reacting with sound than you do visuals. Or you could use a combination of both. And yeah, that's it. That'll be about this guide for how to do perfect flash knuckles with Luke. Definitely just practice it a lot and make sure when you're doing it that you're focusing on something. If you're trying to do it off purely just timing, well, you don't have the timing down yet, so you won't get it by heart. See, look, I'm doing it. I wasn't even trying to do anything because I use Luke enough to where I have it down to muscle memory now. So every time you see me play, all you hear is perfect, perfect. It's like I just have it down now. But to get it, I started just by looking at him, and I used his red arm and the flash as an indicator, and the sound is like a confirm. Okay, cool, I got the timing right. All right, so you could use the combination of all three as well. But focusing on one, whichever you prefer, will help a lot more.